Space Marine Apothecaries are the medics and doctors of the Space Marines. They are attached to each company and usually look after the aspirants, as well as making sure to recover any lost progenoid glands / gene seed that may be felled in the battle, as well as healing their brothers that are injured in battle. Hello everybody, my name is Spoons Rattling. Today we are covering the Apothecary, the combat medics of the Space Marines. So, the Apothecary comes in at a pretty cheap 50 points, not 60. He moves 6 inches, toughness 4. He has a 3+ save, 4 wounds, leadership 6+, and OC 1. Fairly standard, though nothing really exemplary. He does have 2 ranged weapons. He has the Absolver Pistol, which is 1 attack that hits on 3s at 18-inch range with strength 5, AP 1, and damage 2. Fine enough for shooting a Space Marine or something lighter, though nothing really outstanding. And then he also has his Reductor Pistol, which he uses to execute his battle brothers when they are beyond the point of saving, as well as extract their progenoid gland. It has 1 attack that hits on 3s at 3-inch range, strength 4, AP 4, and damage 2, making this, I believe, the shortest range weapon in the game, but its AP is extremely high, which means that if you do manage to somehow get within 3 inches or you're in combat as it's a pistol, you have a solid chance at shooting a Space Marine to death. Then, in terms of melee weapons, he just has his close combat weapon, which is 4 attacks that hit on 3s at strength 4, AP 0, and damage 1. He sucks in melee, but I guess that's not really the point of an Apothecary. They're not supposed to be good in melee, they're mainly there to do their Apothecarian duties. Then, of course, he has his Narthecium as his main ability, which is during your command phase you can return 1 destroyed model to this unit's bodyguard, excluding character models. Very solid for anything expensive. Things like Hellblasters, Blade Guard Veteran, or Inner Circle Companions, which he can all lead, are solid choices, though of course the other two he isn't great with as he doesn't generally want to be in melee. Then his sort of secondary buff is Gene Seed Recovery. When this unit's bodyguard is destroyed, roll a d6. On a 2+, you gain a CP. That's a fair enough CP generation, but it's not really worth counting on, as his unit might not get destroyed, he might get sniped, whatever it may be, it's really nothing worth counting on. So the main appeal of the Apothecary is A, his rock bottom price, so if you just need to get an enhancement in a unit and want to have a character that still does something, the Apothecary is your best deal at only 50 points. He's only more expensive than, say, the Ancient, but his buff is certainly more useful where he gets to stand a model back up. Which isn't as impactful as it has been in the past, but is still a solid enough thing to help his squad. He can lead any of the Tacticus armors as well as the Tactical Marines. So the most expensive thing he can reliably revive are Blade Guard and Companions, but his melee is so bad I generally wouldn't include him there, even if he can attach in a conjunction with a character. I'd rather leave those sort of duo Death Star units to Captain-Lieutenant combos, instead of bringing along a Lieutenant who adds no melee damage, or instead of bringing in an Apothecary who does no melee damage, and is overall just sort of standing there, standing up models, when you could have a Lieutenant offering another enhancement as well as very solid melee. However, this guy's right at home at range, and can make some interesting double enhancement units for something like Hellblasters, and he is a great spot for that, and if you bring him alongside a Lieutenant, you would have a very, very solid damage-dealing unit that would have quite a bit of defense, as each time a unit dies, whether that be from blowing itself up or from getting shot, there is of course the chance that you can stand one back up. While I do think he is not necessarily an exemplary choice, I don't think he's a bad choice. While he's niche, he certainly fills a good role in the army when you need him, and is always useful for his rock bottom price tag if you just need an enhancement in an army and don't want to spend more on, say, a lieutenant or a captain, even if they may have slightly better toolkits in general. Overall, as I mentioned, he's a niche choice that still has his place. I've been Spoons Rattling. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you all next time.